Welcome to a special edition of Ignite the Light, an anniversary edition. It has been a year since this program has started, and it's a pleasure to discuss with you Parshas Acharei. The Torah admonishes us in this week's Parsha that a person may not go into Kedusha, to the Kodesh HaKadoshim, whenever he feels like it. V'al yavo bichol eis el HaKodesh. You can't just wander in to the Kodesh HaKadoshim. The Torah then tells us in a more optimistic way, bizos yavo el HaKodesh. There is a formula, there is a protocol that allows a person to access full Kedusha. What is that protocol? What is that way? The Torah continues and tells us, Bipar ben bakar, v'ayil le'olah, ushnei se'irim. This raises a couple of difficulties. First of all, for those of us now who do not have access to these karbanos, how are we meant to access Kedusha? On a certain level, of course, technically it is true that we may not access the Kodesh HaKadoshim. We do not have a Beis HaMikdash, and therefore we do not have the Holy of Holies. But yet it seems to be unfair almost that we are left out of this formula, Bizos Yavo El HaKodesh. Even in the time of the Beis HaMikdash, when the Kohen Gadol would go in on Yom Kippur to the Kodesh HaKadoshim, why is the formula that the Torah describes so technical? Why is it based on these animals? Par ben bakar, this is the key to Kedusha, ayil le'olah, and shnei se'irim. There's a beautiful comment of the Kli Yakar where the Kli Yakar suggests that these animals represent our avos. We know for Avraham Avinu, Avraham rots el habakar. Avraham is associated with the cow. We know that Yitzchak is replaced by the ayil at the time of the Akedah. And we know that Yaakov dresses up in the skin of the goat, the shnei se'irim. The Kli Yakar suggests that the Torah is hinting to us that when we want to access Kedusha, we turn to our Mesorah. We turn to Zuchus Avos. We return to those who came before us. This is a most appropriate message as we exit the time of Pesach and prepare for Shavuos, to remember that we are not just engaged in independent acts, but that we are part of this illustrious and beautiful Mesorah. This is an appropriate idea for all our work in NCSY. What we present to our NCSYers is a link in that chain and a part of that Mesorah. And this is a most appropriate idea for an anniversary edition of Ignite the Light, as we remember and learn not just the Torah of today, but the Torah that has come before us, and that we are able to take part of it in a cumulative process. Bizos Yavo El HaKodesh.